day. This is TUT News. I'm Tondan Takarani.
And I'm not Sibusiso. Let's take a look at our headlines.
Gauteng MEC launches a campaign in Winterveld. Hardcore Development Initiative gets underway. Sundowns and Chiefs play to a goalless draw. Oscar Pistorius made his second bail appearance at the Pretoria Magistrate Court after being charged with premeditated murder. Sipora Maru has more.
The world champion Paralympic Oscar Pistorius is once again back in court for his bail appeal. The application has attracted the whole nation, with everyone hungry for facts. Angry women protested outside the magistrate court, saying that Oscar Pistorius shouldn't be granted bail.
No bail at all. He must take charge of what he did. Because even if people they encounter some problems, they must find a way to deal with their problems, not killing.
We have come on behalf of River just to support her and to say, even if you are no more, your sisters are standing here to see that justice is carried out.
The Pistorius family came to comfort Oscar in this dark cloud that has come over him.
We're still waiting for the state to give evidence. I think that people judging prematurely must act with caution. I think we need to wait for the forensics to come back.
A lot of assumptions have been made, a lot of questions have been raised. But for now, the court is still waiting for forensic evidence, and this bail appeal has been postponed until tomorrow morning. Sipora Maru, TUT News, Pretoria.
The Gauteng provincial government held a safety and security campaign in Winterveld to raise awareness about crime. Zipora Khatebe reports.
In recognition of the crime challenges facing the country, Gauteng Department of Security and Safety took it upon them to mobilize communities in the fight against crime. MEC of Gauteng also came to address the crowd.
If pastors in communities don't lead by example, but are reported to be doing negative things, like pastors who are reported to be raping people in their churches, we cannot actually see victory.
With the performance by Soli Muhulu, the crowd was entertained.
I'm here today in Gauteng province to join the office of the president to highlight the danger of abuse to our children.
We form partnership with the business people, with you and everybody. Definitely we are satisfied about their involvement.
Let's come and mobilize all members of the communities to be part of the Take Charge campaign, so that we'll be able to fight crime that is rampant in our communities, so that we'll be able to fight substance abuse.
In this campaign, the community was urged to work hand in hand with the police in order to eradicate crime. The emphasis was on safety for children and women and safety for all. Zipora Khatebe reporting for TUT News, Winterveld.
Eskom's proposed electricity price hike may shuffle a lot of people's livelihoods and businesses. Liam Goveni elaborates.
The proposed electricity price hike by Eskom, which is to be announced on the 28th of February, may leave many South Africans in darkness. It is still pending approval. Will it be approved? We don't know.
The answer is Eskom is right. It should not have its prices regulated, and when there's a shortage, the right thing to do is increase the price. That is the old-fashioned price mechanism. A shortage just means the price is too low compared to demand. However, the catch is this. that Eskom shouldn't be a state-protected monopoly, and it should be exposed to free competition and free entry by what are called IPPs, independent power producers, which is the norm all over the world. Virtually no other country in the world has a thing that we have that looks like Eskom.
They will suffer after this. But we also need to understand the reason why they are increasing.
Reliable and internationally competitive electricity supply is fundamental to the future growth and development of South Africa and the retention and creation of employment.
So to be honest, like, who will be experiencing problems with the electricity hike. He says it will cause problems for his business and he won't have enough profit. Liam Gobeng, reporting for TUT.
The Cancer Association of South Africa held its annual shave-a-thon across the country to raise awareness and funds for cancer patients. Sandra Bote reports.
The message for this year's Cancer Shave-a-thon was clear. In South Africa, at least 1 in every 4 persons is affected by cancer, and worldwide, more people die from it than AIDS, malaria, and TB combined. The employees from Toyota 4x4 Owners Club were kept busy by all the people who turned up to either get their hair sprayed, gelled, or cut, all in support of cancer awareness.
Donations go for cancer, for research. People use it for research, and the reason that's why I am one of the survivors of cancer myself. I had breast cancer, which is very rare in a man. My initial lifespan was by doctors medically was 5 years. It's now 17 years ago. I'm still around, I'm healthy, and that is the reason why we are here.
We'll be back with more news after the break.
We found him, sir. The king of please call me's.
You need power hour. Vodacom prepaid family pay 5 Rand for 60 minutes talk time. Half Tiger for 60. Now that's bosso. Get 60 minutes for 5 Rand on calls to the Vodacom family between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Dial *111# to buy power hour now. Vodacom, power to you.
Rich in antioxidants, strong enough to give you a lift.
What's standing between you and great skin? Take our tape test to find out. Simply press a strip of clear tape to the back of your hand. Gently peel it off. Now look, see all those little white flakes? They can clog pores, block moisture, and make skin look dull. Clear them away with exfoliation, the heart of 3-step skincare, and clear the way to your healthiest skin ever.
Honey, I've really got a craving for hot wings. Won't you get me some?
Sure.
All the things you do to me and everything you said, I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. It's getting harder, it's a burning love, and I just can't seem to get enough.
Okay, I'm off to bed.
Good night.
Night then.
Welcome back. PADCO's Community Development Initiative is underway with the construction of a new bus terminal at Soshanguve Plaza. Vanisle Nkuna has more.
The days of making long queues at PADCO bus stations will come to an end with the construction of the new bus terminals. These terminals are meant to ease congestion and save passengers time. Local members and the worker had this to say.
We are doing the temporary taxi rank for the PADCO and taxi.
We are here with this project of the construction to develop our site for the rank. And then as the community member, we are benefiting from the construction that comes in. It's Leno construction.
I know that they're making a new station that we can use to catch buses, and we use to save us to securities and the time. And it is safe to catch the bus at the station.
Soshanguve might be a developing township, but the members aim to change that. Hence their involvement in the construction of the new PADCO bus terminals. This will benefit them in terms of convenience and security. TUT News, Mabubale.
Soshanguve Technical Secondary School is one of the few schools to benefit from the feeding scheme program that was introduced in 2008. Khotatso Patladira has more.
It's been over 2 years since the feeding scheme program has been introduced in Soshanguve Secondary Schools. We spoke to the learners who attended the technical Soshanguve Secondary School and found out what impact the scheme has had in their lives. We also spoke to Mr. John Muluti, who is the principal of the school, and found out how the program has helped them in terms of academic achievement and learner attendance.
And one would say even the performance has improved because they do no longer hang around outside trying to think about what next are they going to feed on. So at least there's a real improvement in terms of both attendance as well as attendance at school as well as in the classes during periods for different learning areas.
It's important for every learner to concentrate in class, but how does one concentrate on an empty stomach? With the introduction of the feeding scheme, we had more learners turning up for classes and even more productivity in the classroom. With your TUT News, I'm Professor Patladira reporting Soshanguve Technical, Pretoria.
The right to shelter, safety and security is essential. In a situation of survival of the fittest, students at a distance from home find a safe place in different areas. Lerato Sambo reports.
Students come from different places of the country and are supposed to get a place to stay. The question is, which is safer?
I think it's better
like living here in rest, like compared to outside. Because here, like we do have like securities compared to outside. Even though like the interest, like it's 24 hours.
We got a chance to interview students living in the campus and out of campus.
Mina ngicabanga ukuthi safer areas, educationally so and security wise, because all areas number security and all that. When you want to use a library, you can use it at any time. That which maybe now you have to maybe the sunrise and kind of do school for studying and all that.
Looking at the security of the campus, we asked the landlord what she does to keep her tenants safe. Every parent wants his or her child to be safe, be it at home, at school, or anywhere else. Safety is the priority. Lerato Sambo, TUT News, Soshangu.
Ukhozi Orphanage and Daycare Center received the donation of 40,000 rands from Huawei Technologies. Notolo Severe reports.
More than 50 children are cared for here every day. And regardless of the fact that they have little to go on, the volunteers are still positive about the future of the center, especially after receiving 40,000 rand from Huawei Technologies.
Gave us a broken down explanation of what they needed, what they can get so far, and that is when we decided to give them another sponsorship and a bit of a higher amount of 50,000.
The center has been faced with a lot of challenges, and this donation promises to be a relief to most of them. A mere gesture of Ubuntu from Huawei Technologies is nothing short of a blessing to the Ukhozi Orphanage and Daycare Center. The donation will go a long way into helping solve their problems. But to them, it's not just about what the money can do. It's about what they can do with the money to put smiles on these children's face. Nokolo Sibia, TUT News, Soshangu. Liam Gobeni with sports after the break.
This is one of those amazing projects where, as Pick and Pay, we are really proud to be part of. It's people from the community helping children within the community find an alternative outlet.
The concept of Velokaya is to try to change the lifestyle that we live in our community and to live a healthy life. We don't do cycling alone. We combine cycling and also education.
The wonderful thing is that they've got a whole mentoring program out here. The young kids are incentivized through what they're doing at school, through commitment, to be able to participate on the bikes.
Pick and Pay is actually the only sponsor or supporter that has stayed throughout the years. It's almost 10 years now, 2013, and we've had progression in terms of producing professional riders on and off the bike and professional people at the same time.
There have been amazing success stories. Some of the kids from the academy have now become worldwide champions on the BMX track and a couple of provincial champions on the road.
Wonderful for them to be part of this massive occasion of the day of the Cape August Pick and Pay Cycle Tour. Cycling in their Pick and Pay kit, part of a team, great vibe, great spirit.
To see them cycle, to give them kit to maintain their bicycles, I mean the world is really at their feet. There's probably a lot of future champions sitting right there and it makes me so proud.
I've always been Ayoba, which is why MTN sent me to add a little Ayoba-ness to your summer. Eating donuts in the G-string? Not Ayoba. Doing donuts kakushasha. awesome along with great prizes from MTN. MTN.
Welcome. Taking a look at your sports news. PSL Giants, Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs locked horns at the Loftus Versfeld Stadium. The match is an opener of the second half of the season. Tondani Takarani has more.
Loftus Versfeld was abuzz as two soccer giants Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs battled in the opening match of the second half of the season. Fans for both teams came hoping for positive results from their respective sides, but it remained just that, hope.
The game was very exciting. I had fun, but it was very hectic. We could have scored, but we didn't, unfortunately.
Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs played to a goalless match on this pitch today. This couldn't have come at the worst time as the Brazilians are still struggling to get to the top 8 this season. Kaizer Chiefs are still on top of the log regardless of the results.
No, it's easy for us to make it to the top 8. Actually, we should have won the third quarter if we should have beaten Kaizer Chiefs today. Unfortunately, our guys let us down, especially in the first half.
Both teams created opportunities, but failed to capitalize on them. Kaizer Chiefs scored once, but the goal was denied as striker Bernard Parker was offside. The presence of Bafana veteran striker Katlego Mpelo on Sundowns side did not make a difference either for them.
Right, roughly all in all, the match played well. It was a 50-50 situation. Sundowns should have wrapped up the game in the first half. Unfortunately, we didn't take our opportunities. That's when, during the second half, Chiefs came up. But we managed to contact them.
The league is still far from over, and both teams are still faced with a tough task ahead of them. Tondani Takarani, TUT News, Hatfield.
The 20th annual Bridgestone Motorsportsmen Awards were held at the Kyalami Country Club, where the country's best drivers were honored. The 20th Bridgestone Motorsportsmen of the Year Awards were held in Midrand to acknowledge dedicated and passion-driven racers.
Done great things for South Africa. Bridgestone Motorsport Sportsman of the Year, Janelle de Villiers. We'll ask him to take that. So he's flown to Europe tonight, actually. He's gone over to Europe. So that is our Motorsportsman of the Year. And thanks to Bridgestone for everything done here.
Janelle would have loved to have been here tonight, and unfortunately he had to go skiing, which is tough.
The Bridgestone South African Guild of Motoring Journalists Motorsportsman of the Year Award is the single most prestigious award where motorsport competitors and people who are behind the scenes are recognised.
Able to win the Colin Watling Award and of course to pick up the Sportsman of the Year Award for Janelle de Villiers, and I think Janelle's a really truly great South African. And
the prestigious awards also featured a tribute to racing legend Dave Charlton and motorsports photographer Colin Watling. That's it from the sports section. Back to you, Tondan.
Thank you, Liam. Researchers from the University of Stellenbosch have found unidentified products in South African meat packaging. Carol Smith reports.
You might be enjoying what you think is a juicy beef burger or making a meaty beef stew. Well, according to the BBC, South African food scientists said they have found donkey, water buffalo and goat meat in mislabeled foods, including beef burgers, ground beef and sausages. The meats were found in both supermarket packaged meats and butcher meats. Supermarkets and butcheries across South Africa have insisted that their brand of beef is 100% pure beef. A study published by the local Stellenbosch University found that 99 of 139 samples contained a species not declared in the product label. Donkey, water buffalo and goat meat have been sold as burgers and sausages in South Africa. Some people have vocalized their distaste at being misled.
It would be that donkey came in via the back door, as it was, and may have contained a disease, and that's what's worrying about the donkey.
While doctors may say that donkey meat is healthier for you, the masses still prefer their beef and lamb. For TUT News, social media.
From the installment of TUT News, that's it from us and the rest of the team.
Until next time, it's goodbye.